Hello, my name is Call, and this is the Pecha Kucha speech for communications. And this will be going over why I got into game programming the way I did. I started as a kid playing a Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance that made me interested in how games were made, how it looked, and eventually it evolved into computer games, and it evolved from there. It I was a big fan of Super Mario and Dungeon Siege, so figuring out how those games were made and how I could modify them for fun was a big part of what I was wanted to do growing up, or even just for fun. Thus started the long research between various libraries and the internet and various places of what programming was, how you could do it, and how I could get into it and do it. A big thing that helped with that was I was a huge player of Warcraft 3 and Heroes of Might and Magic. Thus, and they had their own map editors where you could you could make your own maps, you could edit what abilities do and such. So that was the uh, really interested me in making my continuing and helped push me to want to make my own game. Thus, I was looked for schooling after high school, and from the various schools, one I found that was the most seemed to be one of the better ones was UAT, and its game as it states in the name, it works towards advancing technology. So I applied, and from there, I worked on various games, whether it's Clash of the Kaiju, which we did in game design, to working on making a complete game from scratch, like the UA Tanks game, or where I am now, which is working on Rift Wars as the sole programmer in it for Game Production Studio. And so, once again, thank you for your time to watch this and give me feedback on what I can do to make it better. And that's it. Thank you very much. Bye.